Yeah. So let's start with Kentucky, right? So you've done very well in North Carolina in the last couple of years. You hunted Kentucky this year. That was a guided hunt.
Yep.
You shot a killer deer.
Yeah.
And that was a velvet buck.
Yep.
First one.
Yep.
What did he score? Do you know?
Well, you can't really score them in velvet, but I'm going to say 230. So, I mean, that's because it's when the velvet drops, everything gets smaller, right? Because there's so much, it's actual skin on it. So it makes everything thicker. The measurements are a lot bigger.
It was a big deer.
Oh yeah. He weighed, I mean, I'm sorry. Did I say he weighed 230?
He weighed 230. I was going to say, that's
no, he was like a 130 inch deer.
130 inch deer. He weighed 230.
Yes, correct. Monster. It took 4 of us to get him in the back of the side by side. A lot of that was because we didn't want to grab the antlers,
right,
to rip the velvet off because we're preserving it. So it's going to be a killer mount.
Yeah. So when it came to that deer, what was the strategy, right? So we talked about it a little bit. You didn't utilize the stand that was already there. You actually used your own sticks. And
so it was a ladder stand.
Yep.
I went in thinking I had to play the wind. Right. So check the wind. I looked at the forecast. I looked at everything. I was going to use a whole different stand, a whole different setup. And the landowner was like, look, we've got these 2 ladder stands. You don't necessarily have to sit in those, but they're already set up. They're great trees. They're easy shots. I was like, well, let me put my platform because I don't like shooting from a ladder stand.
Yeah.
Since I've gotten used to a saddle, I'd rather shoot from that anyways. I'll put my platform above this ladder stand and hunt out of that. Because the first tree I got into, trying to play the wind, full of ants. Like complete. I was like, and I was 3 sticks high already. And this tree started just like crawling and moving. I was like, oh, crap. And then, of course, they gave me a hard time because I ended up being in the tree that was already had a ladder stand in it. But I was using my own stuff.
Yeah, just more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
So why did you pick that stand? Was the wind in your favor for that?
Absolutely not.
It was not. So that's interesting. So why did you sit in that stand?
So they had huge amount of data. The guy runs like 50 trail cameras.
So Joe said 65.
Yeah, it's a ton.
Which is insane.
A ton of cameras. And that was there was a bunch of other guys up there from Florida too, but that was the spot that had the most action. Okay. So they wanted to put me on that, which I was grateful for. Was awesome. So they're like, yeah, he saw him on camera before, it was still gray light. I couldn't even make out what it was. He goes, shooter buck's in there already. As he texted me, and I was like, okay, well, I'll see what happens when I can see him.
So the wind wasn't your favorite. The wind was blowing over the deer, over your back.
And it was kind of coming right to left. Right, I don't know which. I can't orientate my directional compass.
Was the deer downwind of you though?
Almost, yeah.
Almost.
Yeah, he was. If it was kind of like a side wind coming across me.
So maybe not quite catching your scent.
Yeah. I mean, I was still scent free. I do everything I do. Nothing changes.
Right, but you still can't beat it. You're still not going to eliminate scent fully.
No. I mean, if you look at a scent cone.
Yep.
Right, as where I was and the deer was, I was right in it, where his scent cone would be. But I mean, it didn't seem to matter. It did not seem to matter.
So, and this is early season, right? Mm-hmm. Obviously, velvet buck, but you hunted the morning there.
Yep.
So and that's something too, right? So typically, most people are not going to hunt mornings during early season, because you have a high likelihood of really screwing up the deer early, right? If you don't know exactly what they're doing or what their pattern is, because it's usually they're on the feet early in the morning. You get in, you bump them out, you're not going to see them again.
Right.
So this was a little bit different. You guys had enough data based off the trail cameras that you were able to put that into play in order to get in there undetected before that deer. So what time did you get in the woods?
It was probably 5 o'clock. It was super early. I was in the stand set up 5 o'clock. So we went the afternoon before, and I hung my set. So I just left my tree tether in the tree and my platform, and then I literally they gave me the keys to a 4-wheeler, and I rode a 4-wheeler down the side of a path, like a goat path, and then parked it, walked in another 300, 400 yards, and then climbed up the ladder, sat up, and just waited.
What time was sunrise? Do you remember?
Like 6:48.
So did you shoot him
37 minutes into legal light.
37 minutes into legal light. So that's efficient as it gets.
Yeah. Well, it was, I mean, good and bad. Because, I mean, it was we'd planned a few days, right? So now the hunt's over.
Yeah, well, you shot doe too afterwards, right?
Yeah,
That's still fun.